And then if you want to go grab any props, blocks, blankets, pillows, straps, any of that stuff, nothing is required. Everything is welcome. So anything you want to add to your arsenal of things, here you can certainly grab that. We're going to start out today on our backs. So once you feel like your music is set up, once you have any additional things that you might need, you can make your way down to your back. And then that posture can look however you'd like. You can find Shavasana if that's where you'd like to go. If you'd like to bring the bottoms of your feet together, let your knees come out to the side, you're welcome to do that. If you'd like to place your feet flat on the floor and bend your knees, you can certainly find that posture. So allowing yourself just to sort of come into this first physical posture of today's practice. Certainly a good place to start, lying on our backs. And just take a moment to take note of how you're feeling. Take note of how the physical body presents itself to you here. If there's any movements you would like to make here, rocking your knees side to side, rocking your head side to side, reaching your arms overhead or out to the side, feel free to make any of those movements here as you gently begin to settle in. And then if movement is where you would like to stay, you can continue whatever small movements you have here. If you would like to bring yourself into stillness, you can find a posture here on your back that feels comfortable and sustainable. And a posture that allows you to shift your focus over to your breath. Whenever you're ready, you can begin to deepen your inhales. And with each inhale, thinking about expanding the front, back, and sides of the rib cage. And then with each exhale, allow yourself to release a little bit of tension and let go of any anxiety or stress you might be experiencing today. Each inhale can be a little bit deeper, a little bit more expansive. And each exhale can be a little bit more of a release. And we'll continue in this way for a few more rounds of breath here. Full expansive inhales. And complete releasing exhales. Let's take 5 more big breaths, just like this. Finding one more full round of breath, inhaling and exhaling. Whenever you feel ready, you can gently bend your knees and plant your feet flat on the floor. Just noticing the change in posture here. And then when you feel ready, gently draw your knees in towards your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins. Take this opportunity to give yourself a big hug. In your own time, when you're ready, you can make your way over to your favorite side in a fetal position. And then use both hands to bring you up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. You're welcome to sit on your shins, as I am here if you'd like to. Or you can bring the bottoms of your feet together or loosely cross your legs, whatever feels best for a seated posture for you here today. And then once you have arrived in your seat, let's inhale those arms all the way overhead. Press those palms together here and take a pause. Allow your shoulder blades to settle down onto the back. We can continue to look forward, or you're welcome to gaze up at your thumbs. That's up to you. And then as those shoulder blades continue to settle, find a full inhale. Exhale, drawing hands to heart center here. Take a pause. Beautiful. Twice more. Inhale, arms overhead, palms pressed. Exhaling, thumbs to heart center. Once more. Inhale, palms pressed overhead. As we exhale, thumbs come to heart center. Beautiful. We'll take a gentle side bend to each side. Let's inhale those arms overhead here. Exhale, take it one way. You choose where to go first. Nice side body stretch here. Expansive rib cage. Inhale. And exhale. We'll inhale to draw through center. And then we'll exhale a gentle side bend the other way. Full round of breath in. And a full round of breath out. And then inhale to center here. Gaze up if you'd like. Exhale, thumbs come to heart center. Good, we'll place those hands on those thighs or knees, whatever feels good for you. We'll do a few rounds of seated cat-cow. So on your inhale, allow your shoulders to roll back, bring your chest forward and up, maybe gaze up. And then as you exhale, roll your shoulders forward, tuck in your belly. Inhale, your chest comes forward, your shoulders go back. Exhaling to roll the shoulders forward, tuck in that belly. One more time, inhale, roll those shoulders back, chest up. Exhale to tuck in that belly. We'll make our way back to our neutral spine position here. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way over to our tabletop position. I'll shift myself around so we can see here. Check alignment as most important part of this here. Shoulders are over wrists, spread your fingers really wide. And then those knees can be directly under those hips here or slightly behind. That's up to you. And then we'll continue with our cat-cow here. Inhaling to drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhaling to push the mat away. We'll do it again. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale to push the mat away, dome the upper back. One more time, inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale to push the mat away here. We'll come back to our neutral tabletop here. Extend that right leg straight behind you. Use the strength of your glute to lift that leg. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. And then we're going to bend that right knee and make some big hip circles on that right side. Try to keep your shoulders stacked over your wrists. And we'll take those circles the other direction here. And then we'll inhale that leg straight behind us. Again, use that glute. As we exhale, draw your knee into your chest, tuck in that belly. Inhale, extend that right leg behind you. Exhale, knee to chest. Once more, inhale, reach that leg back. Exhaling, knee to chest. Take a full breath in, stay here. And then we'll exhale ourselves back to tabletop. Shoulders are over those wrists, and then we'll switch sides. Inhaling that left leg straight behind you. Use the strength of your glute here. Stay right here for your exhale. And then we'll bend that left knee here and make those big hip circles on that left side. Let's take it the other direction here. Again, shoulders stay stacked over wrists. And then we're gonna inhale that leg straight behind, just square off your hips. Exhale, knee to chest, dome the upper back. Inhale, extend it straight back. Exhaling, knee to chest. One more time, inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee to chest. We're gonna pause right here. Find a breath in. And then as we exhale, we make our way back to tabletop position here. Good. We're gonna set those knees about 5 inches behind those hips. Reset those shoulders to be directly over those wrists. Spread your fingers wide, take a full inhale. Exhale, hips to sky, downward facing dog. We'll take 3 big breaths here. So you're welcome to movement or stillness, my friends. Rooting down through both hands. Little bend in those knees if you need to here. Finding one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then from downward facing dog, we'll inhale to send those hips a little bit higher. As we exhale, we're gonna walk those feet towards those hands here, taking our baby steps to the top of the mat. Please put a little bend in those knees, especially if those hamstrings are tight here. And then we'll bring hands to shins to lift up halfway on an inhale. Exhale to fold down. Twice more, hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhaling to fold down. One more time, hands to shins. Inhale, come on up halfway. Exhale to fold down. We'll come all the way up to standing, root down through both feet. Torso comes all the way up, those palms pressed together overhead on an inhale. And then exhale, thumbs to heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Beautiful. Let's inhale, palms press overhead. Exhaling to fold forward over those thighs. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, bring it up halfway. As we exhale, we'll plant those hands firmly and we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Let's find a full breath in here. And a full breath out here. Inhaling that right leg towards the ceiling, square your hips. And then we're gonna bend that right knee and again, make those big hip circles on that right side. We'll take it the other direction here. And then on your next inhale, extend that leg straight behind you, flex that foot. We're gonna exhale to step that foot forward, drop the back knee down, finding a low leg lunge on this side. Beautiful. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle, everybody. Square off your hips and shoulders. Left knee is behind that left hip. Shoulder blades are on the back. Take an inhale. And an exhale. One more breath in. As we exhale, we frame that front foot, lift the back knee off the mat, and then step back to downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale your left leg towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, we'll bend that knee and make those big hip circles on that left side. We'll take it the other direction. Continue to find that breath, everybody. And then on your next inhale, extend that left leg straight behind you, square off your hips. As we exhale, step that left foot forward, drop your back knee down, finding our low leg lunge on this side. Left knee stacks on top of that left ankle, square off your shoulders and hips, fingertips reach up. Full breath in, full breath out. One more inhale here. Exhaling to frame that front foot, we'll lift the back knee and take it back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale and an exhale. And then as we inhale, we'll send those hips a little higher, come to your tippy toes. As we exhale, we're gonna walk those feet forward to the top of the mat, finding our forward fold here. One time, hands to shins, inhale, come on up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing. Root down through both feet, palms pressed together overhead once we arrive on our inhale. And exhale, drawing hands through heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good, let's let those feet hip distance apart here. Toes are pointing forward. We're gonna bring our hands to our hips here. Roll shoulders back, chest up, inhale. As we exhale, come on halfway down. Check your alignment. We want to stack knee, hip, and ankle. And then from here, we're going to grab opposite elbows and continue this forward fold. Check out those hamstrings. You might need a little bend in those knees. That's okay. And then as we grab opposite elbows in this ragdoll position here, you can rock side to side if you'd like to today. You can rock forward and backward a little bit if you'd like to. Little movement through that torso. We'll take 2 more breaths, movement or stillness. One more breath. And then we're going to unhook those elbows. Bring your hands to your shins, coming back to center. Inhale to find your flat back. And then we'll exhale to root those hands firmly, and we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Full breath out. Let's inhale that right leg towards the ceiling. Find those square hips. As we exhale, carefully stepping that right foot forward here, back knee stays lifted. You can come to your fingertips here. If you have blocks, you can use your blocks. Engage your inner thighs, everybody, and we want to square off those hips as much as we can. And then whenever you're ready, root down through both feet. We'll bring the torso all the way up for a full-size crescent lunge on this side. Good. That right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Shoulders over hips. Square those hips as much as you can here. Shoulder blades are down. Fingertips reach up. Big breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll frame that front foot carefully and step it back to downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Inhale that left leg towards the ceiling, square hips. As we exhale, we step it forward. Use your fingertips here to get your balance. Stack that left knee on top of that left ankle and square your hips. And then when you're ready, crescent lunge on this side. Beautiful. Shoulders over hips, fingertips reach up, shoulder blades are down. Full inhale. And exhale. One more breath in, my friends. Exhaling to frame that front foot, and then we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. You're welcome to a child's pose if you would like it. Otherwise, you can stay in down dog. One more breath. And if you're in child's pose, you can make your way back up to our downward facing dog. And then on our inhale, we're going to send those hips a little higher. You can come up to your tippy toes. As we exhale, we're going to walk those feet forward. Again, finding our forward fold at the top of the mat. Good. Hands to shins. Inhale, come on up halfway, flat back. Exhaling to fold down. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Palms pressed together overhead. You can gaze up. Exhale, drawing hands through heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Forward fold round 2 here, everybody. Hands on hips, feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders roll back, chest up, inhale. Exhale to come halfway down. Check your alignment, hip, knee, and ankle all stacked, flat back here. And then you can continue your forward fold with that opposite elbow ragdoll that we did before, or you can take those fingers around your big toe. That's up to you. If you're in ragdoll, you can rock side to side again if you'd like to. If you have your fingers around your big toes, press your big toe into your fingers, fingers into toe here to get a little bit of traction to continue the forward fold. 3 breaths. One more breath. We'll unhook the elbows or toes, whatever you have here. Bring your hands to your shins. Come on up halfway. Flat back. Inhale. And then we'll exhale to plant those hands firmly and take it back to downward facing dog. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Let's inhale that right leg towards the ceiling, find those square hips. Exhale to step it forward. We've been here before. Crescent lunge, take your time getting there. Engage your inner thighs, everybody. Torso rises up when you're ready. There's no rush. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Press firmly through the ball of the back foot here. Shoulders are over hips, hips are square. Full breath in. Full breath out. We're gonna take that left hand to the left hamstring. Right fingers up a little bit higher, get a little bit taller, maybe lean back a little bit to test that balance. Full inhale and exhale. And then all 10 fingers reach up, inhale. As we exhale, left hand down, right fingers to the sky, taking a twist. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As we exhale, frame that front foot, and then we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Inhaling that left leg towards the ceiling, square hips. As we exhale, step it forward. Crescent lunge on this side when you're ready, my friends. Take your time. Engage your inner thighs. Left knees on top of that left ankle. Shoulders over hips. Hips are nice and square here. Press firmly through the ball of the back foot. Find a breath in and a breath out. And then we're gonna take that right hand to the right hamstring. Left fingers up a little bit higher. Maybe test your balance by looking up, maybe a little back bend. Engage your glutes while you're here. Inhale and exhale. And then on this inhale, all 10 fingers reach up. As we exhale, right hand down, left fingers to the sky, taking our twist on this side. Full breath in and a breath out. One more inhale, furthest point. As we exhale, plant both hands down as we frame that front foot, and then we'll step it back to downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here and a full exhale. As we inhale, we'll send those hips a little higher. You can take your baby steps or one giant step to the top of the mat, finding a forward fold once you get here. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Root down to rise up. We'll come all the way up to standing. Pressing those palms together overhead. You can gaze up. Inhale. Exhale as hands draw through heart center. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. We're going to keep our feet hip distance apart as we come into chair pose here. So all 10 toes point forward, hips settle back and down. You should be able to see your toes. Don't let your knees buckle in here. Hip, knee, and ankle should all be stacked in a line. And then you can keep your hands on hips. You can draw hands to heart center if you'd like to, or you can reach those arms up overhead. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more round of breath, everybody. Inhale. Sitting a little lower on your exhale. And then standing all the way up on our inhale, press your palms together. Exhale to fold forward over those legs. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, come on up halfway. As we exhale, root those hands firmly, and we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Let's find 3 breaths here, everybody. If you'd like to find child's pose, you're welcome to. One more breath. If you're in child's pose, come on back up to downward facing dog. And then on everyone's inhale, right leg towards the ceiling, square hips. On your exhale, step that right foot forward, hop up onto those fingertips here, and we're gonna pivot that left foot down. So we have warrior 2 in the lower body. Good. When you're ready, torso comes all the way up, finding warrior 2. Full expression here. Beautiful. Making sure that right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Arms are straight and strong, shoulders over hips. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale. And settle for your exhale. And then we're going to inhale, palms press overhead, straightening that right knee. Exhale back into warrior two. Good, twice more. Inhale, palms press, maybe gaze up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, inhale, reach up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, warrior two. Pause right here, my friends. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to flip that right palm, reach those right fingers behind us, revolve. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to center. We're going to straighten this right knee and point all 10 toes towards the left side of the mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Let me scoot over a little bit here for you. So our toes are in, our heels are out. I know we practice this pose a lot, so there's a lot of options if you want to change up your positioning here. Make sure those feet are super wide. Again, toes are in. We're going to start out with hands on hips. Roll shoulders back, chest up, inhale. Exhale to come halfway down. Check your alignment like we did earlier. Knee, hip, and ankle. Excuse me, hip, knee, and ankle. That's the way that it goes. All in a line here. And then you have the option to bring those hands down if you'd like to. You can bring your forearms down. You can grab onto your big toes, your ankles, or today you can reach those hands behind you if you'd like to come into that posture. Wherever you are, my friends, let's take 3 breaths. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And then wherever those hands are, let's everybody bring them underneath the face here. So we're finding a flat back. We have a halfway lift. Inhale. As we exhale, make your way around to your right foot here. Frame that right foot. Square off your hips so you're back into your lunge position. And then on an exhale, step back to downward facing dog. You can shake it out. Wiggle those hips. Pedal those feet. Let's find one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. We'll inhale that left leg towards the ceiling, square hips. As we exhale, step that left foot forward here, hop up onto those fingertips, and then we're gonna pivot that right foot down. So we've got warrior two in the lower body. And then when you're ready, full expression of warrior two here as that torso comes up. Good, left knee stacks on top of that left ankle, left toes are pointing forward, shoulders over hips, arms are straight and strong. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale and an exhale. Stay strong in those feet, my friends. We're going to straighten that left knee here as we press palms together, maybe gaze up. Inhale. Exhale back to warrior two. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to warrior two. Settle here for a breath. And then on your next inhale, we'll flip that left palm, exhaling to reach those left fingers back, revolved. And then on your next inhale, we'll come back up to our warrior two posture here, and then we'll straighten those knees, pointing all 10 toes towards the right side of the mat here. I'm gonna turn to face you again, everybody. So toes in, heels out. We're gonna set ourselves up the same way. If you wanna try a different version of this posture, you're welcome to it today. Hands on hips, roll shoulders back, chest up, inhale. Exhale to come halfway down, flat back, check your hip, knee, ankle alignment. And then again, hands can come down, forearms can come down. You can grab onto your big toes, ankles, or reach behind you. If you decide to grab onto those feet or ankles here, create a little bit of traction, pressing ankles into hands, hands into ankles to continue that forward fold. 3 breaths. One more breath, everybody. And then we'll bring those hands underneath the face, finding a flat back and a halfway lift. Inhale. As we exhale, we'll make our way around to that left foot. Frame that foot, square off those hips so we're back into a lunge position. And then on an exhale, stepping it back to downward facing dog. Big inhales here. Full exhales. We'll inhale those hips up a little higher. You can walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat here. Finding a forward fold once you get there. Hands come to shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhaling to fold down. Root down to rise up. Pressing those feet firmly into the mat. Palms pressed together overhead. Inhale. Exhaling, hands draw through heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. We're going to do one more chair pose, everybody. Bring those feet all the way together this time. Big toes touch. Hips come back and down. You can keep your hands on your hips like we did before if you'd like. Hands to heart center like we did before, or biceps frame the ears. Big breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale. Sit a little lower on your exhale. And then inhale to stand all the way up. Press those palms together overhead. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward all the way over those legs. Let's separate those feet to hip distance apart now. All 10 toes point forward, stack hip, knee, and ankle. We're going to place that right hand down, fingertips or flat palm, left hand to the hip, and bend into both knees here. And then as we continue to root down into that right hand, we're going to start to open the torso up to the left. You're going to bend deeper into your right knee and start to straighten your left knee. If you have a block or a prop of some sort, that can be very helpful underneath that right hand if you'd like to there. Totally good with that. This is a good hamstring stretch on this left leg. Good hip stretch, IT band stretch, if that's where you feel it, that's great too. And then that left hand can stay here on your hip if you want, or you can bring that left arm up overhead. 2 more big breaths here. Find 1 more big breath. Go bring your left hand back to your hip. We're going to square off the shoulders and bend both knees here. Good. And then we'll switch hands. So left hand is on the ground, fingertips flat palm, or use a prop. That's up to you. Bring your right hand to your right hip. We've got both knees bent here when you're ready. We're going to start to open up the torso to the right side, straightening that right knee, bending deeper into the left. Again, hamstring, IT band stretch on that right side. And then right hand can stay on your hip, or you can bring that right arm up. Let's find that breath again. One more breath, everybody. Bring that right hand back to that right hip. Square off those shoulders to center. And then you can remove the prop if you've got it there. Hands come to shins. Inhale, come on up halfway. As we exhale, plant those hands firmly and take it back to downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths. Check out how it feels. You can wiggle it out as much as you want. If you would like a child's pose, you're welcome to find that. Finding 1 more breath wherever you are. If you're in child's pose, come on back to downward facing dog here. And then we'll inhale that right leg towards the ceiling, square hips. Exhaling to step it forward. We're going to drop that back foot down just like we did before, coming back to warrior 2 on our right side. Good. Shoulders over hips. Right knee on top of that right ankle. Good, take a full breath in. Full breath out. Here we're gonna take our right forearm to right thigh, this time left fingers to the sky, finding our side angle pose. So play around a little bit with this alignment and how deeply you can get into this posture. If you can get your right hamstring parallel to the floor, give that a try today. Left fingers can stay up, or you can tuck your left hand behind your lower back. Root down firmly through both feet here, everybody. We're gonna hang out here. Take a breath in and a breath out. 2 more breaths. One more, inhale. And exhale. Left hand comes back up if you've moved it. And then we're gonna pivot to frame that right foot, square off those hips here, and step it back to downward facing dog. Wiggle it out. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale your left leg towards the ceiling with square hips. Exhale to step it forward. Use your fingertips to get your balance here. We'll pivot that back foot down here, coming up into warrior 2 on this side. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then when you're ready, left forearm to left thigh, right fingers to the sky. Settle into this posture a little bit more today. Again, if you can get that front leg, that left hamstring parallel to the floor, go for it. And then those right fingers can stay up, or you can bring that right hand behind your lower back here. Let's find some inhales. And some exhales. 2 more big breaths. 1 more. And then that right hand comes up on an inhale. And then as we exhale, we carefully frame that front foot, square those hips, and step it back to downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. And a full exhale. Let's inhale forward to a high plank. And then we're gonna bring ourselves down onto our forearms. Little bit of core work today, everybody. So feet are probably gonna be hip distance apart to start. We'll stay there to start. Zip up your belly. If you would like to drop your knees down, you can drop your knees down. That's up to you. So knees or feet. And then we're gonna carefully step our feet wide. If you're on your knees, you'll just step your knees wide. And then we'll come back in together. Step it wide, bring it back in together. Step it wide, zip up your belly, bring it back in together. Twice more each way. Step it wide, bring it back in. 1 more time, step it wide, and bring it back in. Take an inhale, and an exhale. Knees up or down, we'll come back to high plank, breath in. Exhale, hips to sky, downward facing dog. Full breath in here, my friends. Full breath out. Inhale that right leg towards the ceiling, square hips. Exhale to step it forward, and then we're gonna walk that right foot over to the left, coming into pigeon. Drop your back knee down. That right shin comes down onto the mat. Good. So take our time setting this up today. Right knee should be wider than the right hip. We want to square off our hips as much as we can. So pelvis is square to the floor, even if it's not all the way down. You might need to put something underneath that right butt cheek to level off. That's okay. Straight line from left hip to left foot. And then you can stay up today if you want to, or you can fold forward. If you choose to fold forward, you can come to your forearms, or you can come all the way down onto your belly. We're going to take 5 big breaths here, everybody. One more breath wherever you are. And then from here, we're going to bring those hands back up, press those hands firmly down into the mat here, torso's up a little higher. Good. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the ground, and then we're going to step it back to downward facing dog. If you want to make some hip circles on that right side, you can. We'll take 2 big breaths here. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale that left leg towards the ceiling with those square hips. We'll exhale to step it forward, walking that left foot over to the right, bringing that back knee down, bringing that left shin down. Good. Take our time again to set this up, my friends. Left knee is wider than that left hip here. We've got a good angle. Try to square off that pelvis as much as you can. Straight line from right hip to right foot. This side might feel different from the other side, so take your time finding the posture that you need here. And then you're welcome to stay upright with that torso or fold it forward, coming down to forearms or to the belly. That's up to you. And we'll find 5 big breaths. One more breath here. And then we'll carefully start to bring that torso back up. Root down firmly through both hands first, and then tuck your back foot under, lift your back knee, and then we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Again, you can bend that knee and make big hip circles if you'd like on that left side. We'll take 2 big breaths here. One more. And then we'll send those hips a little bit higher. You can walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat. And then bring those hips all the way down. Extend those legs straight out front. We have arrived in our seat. Look at that. Good. Let's do one forward fold today, my friends. Toes up towards the ceiling. Root down through both sit bones here. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold forward over those legs. And then we'll bring that torso all the way back up again here. And then carefully, one vertebrae at a time, making our way all the way down onto our backs. Once your head meets the mat, you can draw your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a big hug. You can make some circles with those knees if you'd like to here. And then we'll come back to center, plant those feet firmly on the floor. We'll take that right ankle on top of that left thigh. So we have a big figure 4 shape with those legs. Think about sending that right knee away from your body here. And then we'll draw that left knee in towards the chest, coming into our supine figure 4 posture. That left knee can stay bent, or you can extend that left leg up towards the sky. That's up to you. We'll take 3 breaths here. And then we'll carefully place that left foot back on the floor. Keep those legs where they are for right now. Arms can take up as much space as you want. And then we're going to continue the cross of that right leg on top of the left. So thighs come all the way together, like you're being super polite with the cross of your legs. And then both legs are going to fall over to the left for a twist. Try to keep shoulder blades down if you can. One more breath here. And then inhale to come back to center, and then you can unhook that right leg off of the left. Good, you can rock side to side a bit here if you'd like to. And then we'll switch to the other side. Left ankle comes across that right thigh. Think about sending that left knee away from the body here. And then when you're ready, you can draw that right knee in towards your chest, coming into the figure 4 posture here. You can keep that right leg where it is or extend right leg up towards the sky. 3 breaths. And then we'll plant that right foot on the floor again. Continue the cross of those legs here. So take that left leg all the way over to cross in front of the right. Arms can take up as much space as you'd like, and then legs fall to the right for our twist on this side. Shoulder blades down as much as you can. And then on your next inhale, we'll draw those legs back to center, unhooking that left leg. And then we'll draw the knees in towards the chest, reaching in between those thighs, grabbing onto toes, ankles, or arches here to find happy baby. We'll take 5 big breaths. You can rock side to side here if you'd like to. You can straighten one leg and straighten the other leg if you'd like to. One more big breath. Then we'll carefully draw those knees back into center, forearms around shins. Give yourself a big hug here. And then if there's any other postures you'd like to take to finish out today's practice, please feel free to find those postures here. You can extend those legs up towards the sky. You can make your way over to the wall and do waterfall pose. You can bring the bottoms of your feet together. Your knees will come out to the side. We have several more minutes here, so if you've taken a twist to one side, make sure you take that twist to the other side. And we'll continue to find that breath. If you'd like to continue with Yogi Playtime, you are welcome to stay in whatever posture you're in. If you'd like to begin to settle it down here, feel free to draw the bottoms of your feet together, allow your knees to come out to the side. You can also make your way towards Shavasana when you're ready. Take a few more moments here before that final resting posture. And then once you feel ready for full corpse pose, legs can extend long, feet coming out to the width of the mat. Arms can take up as much space as you'd like to here. Allow your head to be heavy. Shoulders and hips are heavy. And then when you feel ready, take a full breath all the way in. Exhaling into the support of the earth beneath you. Let's enjoy full Shavasana. Find a full breath all the way in and a full breath all the way out. Gently beginning to wiggle fingers and toes. Gently rolling the wrists and the ankles. You can rock your head side to side if that feels good. And then when you're ready, you can extend those arms all the way overhead, getting as long as you can from your fingertips to your toes. And take a big inhale, expand the body as long as you can. Exhale to draw your knees in towards your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins, give yourself a big hug. Whenever you feel ready, you can make your way over to your favorite side in a fetal position. And we'll take a pause in this posture today, taking a moment to call to mind who in our lives we are grateful for. With a heart full of gratitude, use both hands to bring you up to a comfortable seat. Palms coming together at heart center once you arrive. Eyes open or closed, your choice here. We'll finish out our practice time together today with one more full round of breath. Let's inhale and exhale. The light inside of me loves and honors the light inside each of you. Namaste. I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay!
Thanks, Courtney. That was a super
Thank you, Courtney. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney.
It was
Thank
great.
you.
It was
Bye.
great.
Thanks, everyone.
Courtney,
I'll see you guys Friday.
Thank you very much.
is your Monday class going to stay the same?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the Monday. Yep.
Monday.
Thank you, Courtney.
You're
Have a nice
welcome.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too. I'll see you next week.
Thanks so
I
much.
hope so.
Bye, Courtney.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a
Thanks,
great
Courtney.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.